actual one that matters. Hopefully. Okay, please. Go live. Just do it. I tested this a week ago. It should be fine.
Yeah, I'm checking Twitch just to make sure it says you're online.
Oh, this is on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
This is on
Okay.
YouTube, yeah. If I did it on Twitch, the audience would not be there because my Twitch audience is very different from my YouTube audience.
Oh, yeah, I see the little live symbol. I think you're live right now.
I think so. It's not popping up on my little...
Oh, yeah, I see it. You're live.
It's not giving me the actual thing, though.
Well, yeah, but on my screen, you're live.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. It's just not actually showing it for me. All right, maybe if I refresh the page, then it'll show that I'm live. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't show it for me.
Okay.
I guess it has the thing of like connect streaming software to go live. Viewers will be able to find your stream once you go live.
Yeah, maybe, but like, I'm in the live stream right now.
You're just sitting in the live stream. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess this. Yeah, okay. There are people in chat. Apparently, it's just the YouTube studio that's telling me lies, absolute lies. All right, we're good. We're great. We're awesome. We're fantastic. Here, I'm gonna start playing some music now. Perfect. Perfect music. Hello, Creeper Pasta. Hello, Sarah Nora. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing this wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening, morning? It's not morning. It's not a Sunday morning. It'd be a Monday morning if you live in Australia, probably.
Potentially.
Wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And welcome to the first episode of Tales from Under.
Yeah.
Woo! If I had a soundboard, I'd have, like, applause, but
I was clapping, but Discord didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay. But yeah, virtual applause from everyone at home. But,
yeah.
Yes, please welcome our first ever guest, Revtrosity, Refrigerosity.
It's me, Register.
Cash register. Registering cash since a time. I'm gonna go do not disturb on Discord. Even though I'm live, so I shouldn't be getting notifications anyway, but just in case. Yes, welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine Sunday day?
Making it through. How about you?
I'm doing all right.
That's good.
I went shopping, got myself some dew because I knew I needed caffeine to stay awake.
Nice. I have water.
Yeah, I like water. Water's good, but the water here sucks. So, sometimes every now and then it's like, all right, I need water specifically. And then I'll do it, but otherwise
Joe
I'm not...
Biden putting lead in the water.
Yeah, putting them lead. Putting pencils
Sorry,
in the water. Sorry,
your first podcast so political in the first episode.
We're already deep into it, aren't we? Already deep into it. I'm gonna go ahead and copy link. I'm gonna post it in my Discord. Let everyone know. Hey, we're doing the thing. We're doing it live.
Heck yeah.
Check out. First ever. Did I call it? Okay, good. I named it right.
Yeah.
I thought I called it Tales of Under. No, it's Tales from Under. That's the title. Because we're taking a deep delve from under the community, right? We're going behind the scenes. We're opening up the curtain. Okay, this music is a bit extravagant. Okay. I really should have made a proper playlist, but I'll do that next time. All right, let's play some Undertale music specifically. I have my Undertale playlist.
Live and learn.
Anyway,
hanging on to the edge of tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, so first and foremost, Mr. Revtrosity.
Yes, that is my
Um,
name.
I do have a question related to that sort of in joke that has been in the community the past couple years, probably.
Uh-huh.
Um, First off, where did the name Revtrosity come from? I believe you've told me this, but I have horrible memory, first and foremost. And
Yeah.
secondly, I think it'd be an interesting thing. But where did the name come from?
Yeah, so honestly, Revtrosity is just an old username I used to have on Xbox Live. So like, initially, I how I got my name was I was in a Halo clan, like Halo Reach, back in the day of the Xbox 360.
Yeah!
Yeah, and
uh,
the gist of our clan was that our names ended in Trocity to some extent. Like there was the leader
oh,
of it was Shocktrocity, there was a Ninjatrocity, a Sparktrocity, and I came up with my name when I was in English class and I came across a vocabulary word we were learning called revel, which the
Revel.
way we learned it in that class was to excite beyond, but looking at it now, it means to enjoy oneself in a lively or noisy way, which I think fits way more.
That is way too in brand.
Yeah, I know. It felt very poetic now that I've gone back and seen it, like the actual definition. So I tacked Rev onto Atrocity, and yeah, the rest is history. I didn't wind up using it for my username until like I because like my initial username on YouTube was Professor Danklord PhD, but because I was wanting to not be a meme channel and I wanted to do voiceover, I felt like that was the only available nickname I had at the time, so I swapped it out with Revtrosity.
Professor Danklord. I like that. I like that. If you ever make
Yeah,
a
it was a name
second
I came up with in exactly 3 seconds.
if you ever make a second channel, I require you to name it that.
Yep, potentially.
um,
That'd be like my meme surname.
I do find it funny that like it all started from Revel, and then the thing that
Hmm.
ended up starting your sort of spark was Jevel.
Oh
So
shit, yeah, you're right.
so they rhyme because like that was kind of the beginning of it, at least in terms of like where you really began launching off. I was there for that. But on the
Yeah.
name thing, when did all these variations start? Like it kind of just came out of nowhere. When did all of these variations come from?
Well, the variations of Revtrosity, I think, are just people who haven't looked too closely at my name. So like it's just been something that's happened ever since I made my name change. Like, the one that I see the most is Retrovicity or Retroversity. I can't
Retroversity.
remember which one, but that's the most frequent one I've seen. And I've had so many other fucking I'm sorry to cuss, but like a bunch of other like nicknames like the most butchered way I've seen someone ever spell my name was like Revtrosity. So that was a thing.
I'm sorry. What was it? Revero Cursity?
Revtrosity.
Revericosity. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I think
forgot how it was
the
spelled,
I think the one
but
that
like,
I remember seeing like that was just the most common. It was like Retro City.
oh yeah, Retrocity.
Retro City.
That's another one.
And I was talking about the alternate dimension in which instead of in Deltarune Chapter 2, instead of it being called Cyber City, it's called Retro City. So
That would have
somewhere
been,
in another universe.
I would have had a midlife crisis.
It's like, oh, huh.
Does Toby know about me?
Honestly,
Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if he did at least know some of the larger creators. Like sure, he
I don't
probably
know.
is not like an active viewer, but I'm certain he's heard of several names in the community at least once.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, I know he
he's
knows. He's done something with Alex Rochin, but like, I don't know if he's known anything about me.
he has? What did
Yeah,
what did he do with Alex?
the Spampton sweepstakes had a Q and A portion, and one of Alex's questions got an official response in character as Spampton.
Huh. So it's kind of a thing with them.
Yeah,
Kind of
so
a
that's
thing.
pretty cool.
I do want to get Alex on here at some point as well. Alex is really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be
That
down.
was a pleasant surprise to see, and saying a lot of things as Deltarune characters was Alex's Spampton.
Yeah, I was really excited.
He is very much like he is to Spampton what you were to Jevil. Like
Yeah,
he is like the community's go to go to for Spampton.
Yeah,
Like,
and now if history is any indication, that means if there are any more secret bosses in the later chapters, like we're just gonna get a fucking Infinity War collaboration of secret boss Deltarune characters.
yes, someone else is gonna come up and become the ideal voice for the next one, and we'll
Yeah.
once they're all done, once they're all said and done, we'll all have a we'll all get together and have a tea party or
Yeah,
something.
Deltarune's a kingmaker.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I get my hat in that ring.
Yeah, I
All right.
mean, all things considered, chapter two, you did a good job. I think your comic dub got to this is like your most popular video on your channel, right?
Yeah, it did. It did. And like in 2 days as well. That was
Yeah.
huge. And I was very happy about it. And I wish I could have kept that momentum going, but you know, life happened and I kind of just fell behind.
Yeah,
Um,
same. College really swamped me for like this whole first half.
yeah, yeah. Back then I was just kind of dealing with moving around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it has been a blast and I am very happy to have been there near the beginning. Because both of us actually did start around the same time. Comic dubs, at least on your current channel, as far back as I can look, it's like April 2018. It looks like
Uh,
was the first one.
I think that yeah, I think the first I can't remember when I did Antisocial. That was the first comic dub I
Yeah,
did.
that's the one I was looking at, and
Oh,
that I
okay.
believe that was in April 2018. I can go and double
Oh
check. I just gotta.
Jesus. That
They
then yeah.
YouTube got rid of the freaking thing where you can check from oldest, so now you have to
Yeah, that
scroll all the way
sucks.
down. Yes, Antisocial Undertale comic dub on March. Oh, okay, March. It was March 2018, March 4th.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, but yeah, and then I didn't start doing anything Undertale or Deltarune related in terms of comic dubs until Deltarune came out, but I was doing webtoon dubs at around May. That's when I started kind of delving into it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, which does want me to actually evolve into the next question that I have for you, which is when did you get interested in voice acting?
For me, I think I got into voice acting because oh god, I'm trying to remember. I think it was because I was watching people like Oni plays and I was really astounded like the chameleon like quality of their voices. Like how they were able to like transform their voices into like completely unique, distinctive voices beyond their own.
Right.
So like I think I was inspired to try and do that. But that's in terms of like my own acting, but in terms of like getting into Undertale comic dubs in general, that had to be because of Shella Chiquita and Wintermelon's Growth Spurts comic dubs. Back when those were going on, I was really, really inspired by their stuff, and I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
To this day, no matter how good I've gotten, I think Winter is a far superior voice actress than I am.
Winter is great. I love
Like,
Winter.
yeah, even before they were an adult, they were a phenomenal voice actress. So it's crazy.
Go
I mean,
check
I
out
aspired
Winter.
to be that level.
Winter's great. Winter makes good
Mm.
content. Winter makes the good. Mwah.
One of the best trans people I know.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. I will be right back. I gotta go grab something real quick.
Okay, I will carry this podcast. So, people at home, how are you doing today? Have you checked that mole on your shoulder? Is it changing color? Is it getting any bigger? You might need to see a doctor. If you don't, you're gonna get a nasty surprise. The surprise is death. Death is the surprise. You don't want death, do you? I don't want death. I'm sure you don't either. For the small price of $9.99, you can get anti-death bacterial soap, and it'll wipe the death away from your life. Call within the next 20 minutes, and we'll give you Will to Live shampoo. This will cleanse your hair of any dirty follicles and reinvigorate your life spirit energy.
I leave for 90
Hello.
seconds and you've already freaking embodied spammed it and started promoting to my stream. What the hell?
I'm carrying the stream over here.
You're putting unwanted adverts in here.
I'm trying my
Hey,
best.
chat is actually popping off now. What's up, Baugi? Baugi? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that
Oh yeah,
wrong.
Bahi. Hello, Bahi.
Musaniac. Bahi?
I'm
Okay.
Musaniac.
CJ does VA. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hell
Anarchy
yeah.
X Gaming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Yes. Sorry, I had to dip for a second. But I am back now. I'm back. But yeah,
Indeed.
I will say I never watched Growth Spurt. I never caught on to that bit. There wasn't really anyone in the Undertale Deltarune community that inspired me to make comic dubs. I just kind of knew that they were a thing. And I was like, you know what, this would be fun. I think maybe I think Zane actually. Zane was like, if anyone was going to be sort of the one that like got me interested in that, I think it was Zane, if I remember correctly. Zane's
Okay,
cool.
that's cool.
Zane's cool.
But yeah, I think my first exposure to like Undertale comic dubs was around like 2017, where it was like I had just graduated high school. I was on a vacation to celebrate graduating high school, and I was in the hotel where I saw like some Undertale comic dubs pop up on my feed, and I saw like, legends like Queen Creeps and Wintermelon and Cello.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I could do that. And then I just, it took a while to get there, but I think I eventually found my footing. Like it's still weird for me to like think that I went from being a fan of people who were doing this stuff during Undertale's popularity, and now I get to collaborate with them. Like I feel like it's a really interesting feeling.
Like when it comes to us, like you were the first person I met in the community in a way.
Yeah. I think you're the first person I ever networked with, so
yeah.
I think that makes this even.
Yeah, and that was back when I was looking for someone to voice Rouse.
Yeah.
Because I, for the life of me, couldn't. I couldn't find it. So I was like, hey, you know anyone? And it was Mooney. Mooney was the one that was like, hey, actually, yeah, I do know someone. And then we kind of got thrown into a group chat. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I was an amateur at arranging things, but eventually we did get that first comic dub compilation done.
Yeah, trust me, we were all amateurs.
Yeah.
That was back when Miss Moonified was Lady Sunalicious.
Lady Sunalicious. I think that's
an ancient history.
I think I still need to update that username in the original video's description and stuff. I still need to change that. I'll get back to that eventually. But yeah, that was the first one. I think back then you had like 200 subs.
I think that sounds about right.
Around there, and I was at like 500 just because of the Webtoon dub that I did kind of blew up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that you what would that even be called?
Yeah, Nova VA.
Oh yeah, and that was back when my username was Nova.
Yeah, I think I remember the progression of your names. It was like Nova VA, then Q the voice, then Q the geek, then you had the Quizzy Q.
Quizzy Q, and then Quizzy.
Yeah, Quizzy. Kids Quizzy.
Quizzy Q. Quizzy. You actually don't pronounce my name at all. It's just silence. All right, Bauhi, or I guess I should say
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. Yeah, Baja Blast. Woo! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? All right. Another question, kind of based on your voice acting stuff. What's your recording setup like?
I recently upgraded it this summer. In the past, up until saying a lot of things as Papyrus, my setup was a Sterling ST-155 with a second generation Scarlett Solo digital interface.
A Sterling? I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at Guitar Sterling ST-155.
155.
Should be like a multi-pattern condenser microphone.
Oh, that is an interesting looking microphone.
Yeah, it was really cool because it had this neat little switch where like if you switched it, it would reduce your decibel gain by 12.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
I have one of those as
it was a really nice way to like alternate between speaking softly and then speaking loudly without having to mess with the gain on the preamp.
Yeah.
Only downside to that is that it really cuts the low end and it's not nearly as bassy.
Right.
But now the setup I have is a bit more expensive. It's a Neumann TL
Neumann
TL
TLM 102?
103.
103? You want 103? God
Yeah,
damn.
I was surprised how small it was.
Oh, yeah,
But there is that, and I feed that into an SSL2 audio interface.
SSL2. I need to get an SSL2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
My setup is kind of basic. I mean, it's basically the same thing as those. It's just not the same mic. It's a Worm Audio 47 Junior. It's a pretty nice one. It's like 300, I think. So it's a bit higher end than like Audio Technica, but it's nice. I like it. I need to change my audio interface, and I also definitely need a new cable because anytime I bump my cable, you get that.
Oh, so, damn. Okay.
Yeah. I need a new cable.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna invest in that whenever I can. But yeah, you have a Neumann. God, all my cool friends are getting Neumanns. I really want a Neumann. Neumanns are just, Neumann is like the brand to go to for audio anything, but especially microphones. Neumann is just the industry standard.
Yeah, I've really liked it.
Yeah. Are you what are you using right now in the call?
In the call, I am using the old faithful MacBook.
Just a microphone on a MacBook?
Yeah, the default mic on the MacBook.
Honestly, sounds better than I thought it would have.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of helps that I have like a foam pad in front of me to to trap any sounds like that might bounce back. But it's pretty good.
I my recording setup is my setup right now. Same area. I'm talking on my Worm Audio. I have a bunch of like sound pads along the wall.
Yeah.
It works. There's some reverb. I don't like reverb, but you know, you do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, reverb can suck.
On to my next question here. What kind of media do you consume in your spare time? So whenever you're not, you know, working on college stuff or editing or recording, stuff like that, what do you typically enjoy?
A bunch of worthless YouTube. Like, I found myself being more of a consumer of YouTube than a creator of it, and it's really really eaten away at my productivity.
Can't tell you how much I relate to that.
Yeah, mostly it chalks up to Sidemen. Like, I watch a lot of Sidemen content.
Sidemen.
Yeah, it's like the group with KSI and all of them.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I will say the channel's given me a better understanding of British culture, so I guess that's a plus, I guess. But oh, go ahead.
I think my go-tos are like Markiplier. I love Markiplier. Yeah, I've probably watched more Markiplier than I've watched of binge watching any show ever.
Yeah, I mean that is fair.
Game Grumps. I like Game Grumps. I watch a lot. Yeah, just I'm right there with you. A lot of YouTube.
But yeah, it's that or Spotify. I've been really listening to a lot more music this year than I thought I was last year. But yeah, I find myself listening to a lot of music, and I've really been diversifying my my music tastes this year too.
You're into metal, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge metalhead. I love it.
Metalhead. I have another friend that's like an in-person friend that is also a big metalhead. I think metal is cool. I'm not like huge into it personally, but I like some of it.
Yeah, like it's taken me a while to warm up to the more extreme side of it. Like I would not touch black or death metal, but like I've really warmed up to it this year, surprisingly enough.
I kind of just listen to any artists that I kind of vibe with. I don't have a specific genre.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's fair too.
except country. I don't like country. But then
Yeah,
again,
country can be hit or
country,
miss. At least,
country is a very particular taste. It's not like most other genres where it's kind
hmm
of an umbrella where it's like you have the umbrella and a lot of different genres can kind of fit with each other because they have different variations. But country is kind of like so out on its own, so specific.
yeah, and I feel like modern country is in a very weird identity crisis. I find myself gravitating more to like old school kind of country stuff,
Yeah, that,
like
that, that stuff's pretty good.
like Roy Atkins sort of stuff.
Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cash is a big one.
I like John. I like some Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of my music consumption, admittedly, is like nerdcore stuff. Songs based on video games. That's a lot of
Oh
my
yeah, that's valid
consumption.
too. Like I'm not gonna lie, Undefeatable's been like the soundtrack to my month.
Undefeatable. What's that?
Yeah, it's the new song from the Sonic Frontiers
Oh,
OST.
I see. I see. Yeah, I never got into Sonic. I grew
Yeah, I
up on Mario and Pokemon. Sonic, I kind of missed out on.
that's fair. I honestly haven't been big on Sonic either, but like Sonic Frontiers, I think has officially made me a Sonic
Yeah,
fan.
I hear that recently Sonic fans have been eating like between the new
Yeah.
game and then like I think there's a new show coming out soon.
Oh yeah, Sonic Prime, I think it
Yeah,
is.
Sonic Prime, and then Devin Mack is the voice of Sonic now, so that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo, no way. Pass36.fun is talking about private dating chat girls.
Whoa, that is
Whoa.
so awesome. That's so
That is
cool. That
amazing.
is
I'm
so
I'm a single
fucking
loser.
cool. Oh, that is
No one click on
fantastic.
their profile, by the way. Just there we
There we
go.
go. All right. Thank you for thank you for pointing that out for me.
Oh man, my chances of love have decreased. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. No more hot singles in our area, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Ow, nuts. But yeah, any games recently that you've been playing?
Beyond Sonic Frontiers, I've recently completed the entire Devil May Cry series for the first time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't play DMC Devil May Cry, which is the reboot, but I played every other game, including 2, which is just one of the most boring games I've ever played.
I don't know anything about Devil May Cry, unfortunately, but I have heard it's a
Yeah.
pretty good series.
If I had to summarize my experience with each one, there's 5 mainline games. The first one is probably like it's an endearing one, even though it's aged quite a bit. It's kind of hard, but very like pushes yourself to do better.
Right.
2 is boring. You gain nor lose anything if you just completely skip it. 3 is spectacular. 4 is equally as good, and 5 I think is just like the series highlight. 5 is the one with the funny bury the light meme.
Bury the lightning.
hmm
Intriguing.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I kind of remember hearing that phrase somewhere.
Yeah.
Um, as for me, I recently got the new Pokemon Violet. I
Okay.
haven't played much of it, but first impressions is it's very different. I do enjoy. It seems a bit more MMO or like MMORPG kind of because I know that it's multiplayer. It's probably not like massively multiplayer, but it still has that vibe about it, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of that, moving in, have you thought of tackling any other fandoms, like in terms of like making content around them, comic devs, stuff like that?
I mean, for a brief bit, I wanted to dive into Hollow Knight stuff.
Yeah, I was really enjoying that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The Hollow Knight, and like Hollowtail. I think is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Hollowtail. That was pretty cool.
Like, funnily enough, when I was wanting to look for like Hollow Knight comic dubs for a Hollow Knight comic dub compilation, and as I was searching through Twitter, I ran into the Hollowtail series by complete accident, and I was really fascinated by it. So, like, I asked the artist for permission to dub it, and they'd never had someone dub their stuff before. And yeah, I mean, the rest is history.
That's
We
always the
both did.
best seeing.
Yeah, we did some good stuff.
That's always the best seeing someone who has never had their comics dubbed before, and like
Yeah.
seeing someone of like status. I don't like to say status because it's like, oh yes, look at me, I'm a glorified content creator on the YouTube sphere. Yes, give me your comics and I will give you internet clout. You know, but like it's still nice seeing them be like, oh my god, someone wants to actually dub my little comic or like dub my content, and it's always nice seeing their reactions to that because it's wholesome. Like I always make sure to like.
Stuff.
Ask A for permission and B if I can monetize, because like if they don't want it like monetized on YouTube, then it's like no, don't. And that was my main issue with like comic dub compilation channels, like channels that just take a bunch of comic dubs and kind of gather them together and then upload them as one huge thing, because like they can never really know what each comic artist's views are on monetization. So like if you're wanting to get into making comic dubs, ask permission. Always ask permission. If you can,
you'd be surprised how commonly that rule's broken.
Either ask permission or look around and like see if there's an FAQ that has their standards on that sort of thing, comic dubs. Or if they're like a really high ticket artist, like someone that is just impossible to get a hold of, like maybe try and look around and see if other people have done them and if they have gotten
Oh, you're good.
if they have gotten permission from them. Just find some way to make sure that they are okay with that kind of content. That's my advice. But yeah, I'm already running low on my freaking list. All right. Any major projects you're working on at the moment that you feel like sharing?
I feel like I'm in a kind of content creation crisis right now because I want to evolve my style or type of content, but I don't know what to do. But I have started typing out a script though for the next Saying a Lot of Things teaser.
Nice.
I figured it's been a while since I've revisited a character, so I feel like I'm going to do a sequel to one I've already done before.
A sequel.
Yeah, I won't say who, but it's been something that I've been very happy to revisit. I already have the thumbnail art for it, so it'll be cool.
I'm going to take my guess and say that it is... Ooh, it could be one of two.
Who are the two people?
Sans or Rules. It's either Sans or Rules. That's my bet.
Yeah.
It's like Rules, Sans, because Sans is Saying a Lot of Things with Sans is the most popular on your channel by a wide margin.
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised.
Yeah, like a lot of people see like, oh yeah, you have to say a lot of things as Jevil guy. So you would think that the Jevil series would be the most viewed on the channel, but no, for some reason, Sans snuck his way up to the top by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, who would have thought the Tumblr sexy man is now my favorite part?
Yeah, like that's crazy. But also Rules, I think, is really underappreciated. I think the Rules one got really underappreciated.
Yeah, in terms of Saying a Lot of Things, I think the Rules one didn't perform good initially, but now it's caught up. I feel like it's one of the more popular videos now.
Has it?
Yeah.
Saying a Lot of Things as Rules cards. Yeah.
Yes, the funny mac and cheese man.
Oh, it's funny, I'm making fucking mac and cheese. No one shall stop me. Oh yeah, I did hit 1 million. No.
Although I can't figure out the right phrase. There is this thing I want to do where I've been looking back at the old Saying a Lot of Things and the improvement that I've been making, and a part of me has interest in redoing Saying a Lot of Things as Jevil, but I'm not sure if I'll go through with it. But I don't know. It's been something that's been on my mind because I know I've improved a fuck ton since then.
I mean, you know, nostalgia's top of the game right now. All these companies are making things that like kind of call back to old movies, old shows, and they're making remakes. So, you know, it's the time for remakes.
Yep. Why have original ideas when you can reuse old ones?
Also, someone in chat just called Rules Rolex. Thanks, Sarah.
My name is Rolex Card. Watcheth me drip.
Just imagining Rules wearing a Rolex.
I am currently hitting thine gritty for the UK.
Isn't that the thing that the rich people wear in Westington?
Maybe. Might have been from tax evasion.
I don't know, Rules. You've been seeming kind of sus lately.
Fucking leave. Ew. Disgusting.
Oh, one of my favorite bits was fucking in Sing Along Things is Chris with the fucking when the imposter is when the imposter
I felt like it would have been.
refused to say sus.
It would have been obvious, like, for me just to read it all the way through, but I felt like the stuttering and hesitation added a lot
it
to
made
it.
it 10 times better. I really appreciate that. But yeah, let's answer some. 69 Mega want a new AI will find a girl for me. Oh fuck
No
yeah!
way!
Oh,
Holy shit!
I'm
Oh,
so
another
fucking
message.
excited.
That's so
I'm going
crazy.
to delete those messages and keep them for myself. None of you can have them.
Damn.
That's all. It's all for me.
Crazy.
All for me. All right. No, none of you can have them. Those messages are from me.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
You can't have single in your area.
Anyway, what I'm here for, questions from chat. Anyone in chat want to ask some questions for Revtrosity?
For Rigmarole City.
Rigmarole City. For wearing my Rolex City.
Yeah.
Hitting the gritty city.
I'm scrolling. Favorite Undertale character.
Huh. I feel like my favorite Undertale character probably has to be Asriel. I just feel like there's no competition for me.
I think that what's the artist's name? Podu Brigham.
Putu Brigham, yeah.
Yeah, their comics have kind of like given Rouse a whole
Hey, Chasm.
chasm. Welcome.
Yeah. They're a cool person. They make yeah.
They make the funny Asriel comics.
Putu Brigham does. Chasm, he-
Oh, Chasm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who Chasm is. I'm sorry. Sorry to say.
yeah.
I was talking about
Trust
Putu-
me, Chasm is yeah.
I need to. No, that's opening the image. That's not the thing I want. Chasm. Who are you? I'm digging into your search
They used to
history.
own Undertale mod. Or I mean AU, I mean.
Chasm. Oh, I see. Take my subscription. Take my
Damn.
subscription because why not?
Also, to answer CJ does VA, can I do a flip? No. I can only do it on a trampoline, but not in real life.
I can do a flip once and then die. You know?
I can do a flip. It's only halfway though, and I'm not going to be able to do a second one.
I believe that's what the locals call a flop, actually.
It's what the kids call epic fail.
That's what the kids call epic fail. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, I love Breaking Bad.
I've seen all of Breaking Bad. I'm currently watching Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I've seen Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and El Camino.
I have not seen El Camino. I need to. Eventually. I just I don't know. Shows are easier than movies. It's weird.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul's equally. I mean, not equally as good, but like it's good in its own way.
Yeah. Like I was surprised that like Breaking Bad's fandom is so weird. Like the show is one of the best dramatic shows I've ever seen. And the fandom is like literally everything in the fandom is just making memes out of it, and it's so interesting to see.
Yeah,
how,
like I was. Oh, go ahead.
How like you have this extra dramatic show, and then when you actually watch it, it's like, holy shit, this is for real. This is serious. But then like watching it from the fandom's point of view, it's just meme city. It's just, every single episode is just memeable.
Yeah, I watched Breaking Bad back when the only meme was the Walter White with his head on the floor. Now that it's all like just a giant tidal wave of Breaking Bad memes, it like I can't go back and look at all the scenes again the same way. Like I had a friend who only knew of Breaking Bad through the memes and just thought that they would want to watch the show. So like we watched the show and every part where a meme popped up, like we would just stop and laugh.
It was like that thing where like the dude pointing memes like, hey, I knew that. I know that part. I see that on the interwebs.
Yeah, it's the interwebs. The internet.
Have you guys played the new Bendy game? I have not. I have not even seen it.
I've seen the first Bendy game. I haven't played the new Bendy game.
I honestly kind of forgot it came out actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I don't know. Like I remember watching Jacksepticeye play the first Bendy game, but I've never seen anything of the new Bendy game.
Bendy used to be huge. Like it used to be like the big indie game of the time.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I don't know, it feels like lately, even though I feel like once like chapters 4 and 5 hit, it kind of started just fading and it never really recovered from that.
I feel like the fandom's kind of still there.
The fandom's still there, but like compared to what heights it was back then, it's kind of drooped. It's drooped a little bit.
Yeah.
I still like it. I still like Bendy. I think it's a really cool concept, but I think it fell flat in some parts, and I just wasn't as into it. I do want to check out the new game just to see what they have to offer.
Yeah.
Because I am intrigued, but I'll do that probably whenever like I don't know, Mark plays it or something. Because right now Mark is busy with the documentary with his mom. And Jack is busy. Jack is busy playing God of War. So, the two YouTubers that I would normally go to watch a game like that are doing other things right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Pat played it. I might watch that. I would play it myself, but playing games myself is just kind of, I don't know. I don't have the attention span. Usually, if I'm gonna play a game myself, I'm gonna stream it on twitch.tv/Kazik. But I don't know, lately I just haven't really had the motivation to stream. I still need to play Amori. Amori is really intriguing.
Yeah, I've heard things about Amori, but I've been putting it off for the longest time.
I think it's a pretty long game. From the looks of it. I mean,
if it's Persona levels long, I'm not interested.
I don't think anything could be Persona. Ow! Fuck you. Fucking microphone. Hold on.
I think the Persona fandom heard you.
The Persona fandom heard me and was like, "Oh, you want to talk shit about us again, little bitch?"
Late it.
So yeah, looking at Cello's playthrough of Amori. 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. 4 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
So 2, 4, 6.
Yo, there's
8,
a new
12.
There's a new thing talking about single girls. I can't believe it. 69mega.com. Holy shit.
All right, so it looks like it's like maybe 25 hours.
Wait a minute. I have mod power.
Oh, do you have mod power?
Yeah, I just realized I have the little thing.
The sword. You have the sword.
Yeah.
The sword. Love bots. Bots great. Great bots.
Yeah, I feel like people are determined to give us girlfriends.
I have one. Thank you very much. I'm good.
Damn.
I'm good.
Well, maybe these are targeted towards me then.
Probably. they sense your presence. So we're like,
yeah, I'm a single Pringle.
Yeah. What about One Shot? Have you played One Shot?
Oh, I fucking love One Shot. I played it this summer.
I still need to play One Shot. I've heard good things about it from you. I've heard you be like, yeah, it's really good, and I don't know anything about it.
I won't say much, but like, it's fourth wall breaking in the same way that like Doki Doki or Undertale is, but that's not really a spoiler. What makes it so unique is that fourth wall break is a central component to how the game works, and it like you'll understand it more if you do play it.
Intriguing. I will
Yeah.
definitely check it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Because I am intrigued in it. Mm-hmm. As for me, for what I plan on like tackling outside of like Undertale, Deltarune things, I'm planning on tackling the Owl House because the Owl House has some really good comics, and I feel like
I've seen your Hootie shit posts.
Yeah, my Hootie shit posts. I discovered I could do a really good Hootie impression, and now the world will end. I have too much power. I have discovered my ultimate ability, that is to do a really good Hootie, and the world is not ready. So now I have that. But also I have been diving into like impressions lately, and I have discovered I have a pretty decent vocal range. So I'm trying to delve into things that may involve that a bit more.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. And I also just want to get better as a voice actor.
Yeah.
Because
it's always nice to improve your range.
Yeah. I've been kind of in and out of voice acting. I think my best year was freaking 2020, 2021. I think 2020.
Was that when you got the radio spot?
No, the radio spot was this year. But,
okay.
2020 was when I got a couple of video game acting roles, and that was also when I got probably my better demo reel done.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to remember what else came out that year. Something else came out that year. What else came out that year? I don't know. It was just a really good year. Can you guys sound like Swagger Souls?
I don't know if I can. I don't think I forgot what Swagger Soul sound like, but I just don't know if I can emulate the voice.
Swagger Souls. What is Swagger Souls?
Yeah, the Swagger Souls.
Swagger Souls. Yes, indeed. I know who that is. Definitely. Absolutely. Yes. That's what YouTubers sound like. Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it true
I'm the
that
guy
like a
who
bunch
plays
of
with Fitz and Smitty and all those people?
Yes, Smitty Warburg Jagerman Jensen, my favorite YouTuber. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm sounding like freaking Rich Wellington over here. That's one of the best names in Phoenix Wright ever. Is freaking Rich Wellington.
Yes.
He's just a rich boy.
I like the dude who's just red white, even though he's aggressively pink.
Red White of Blue Corp. Yeah. Have you played the Ace Attorney games?
I have not, but I did a fan dub for someone who did. Who was trying to fan dub the entire game, and I was Solid and Red White. The Solid one I don't think is on YouTube, and the Red White one isn't on YouTube yet. The Solid one was on YouTube, and it's not on anymore. So
Frank Solid.
Yeah.
They literally named him that just so that they can make the punchline more like Frank did it. I love Phoenix Wright. I have the trilogy on Steam, and it's a joy. Like, yeah, it has its issues. Like the second game is kind of mediocre, not gonna lie. But the second game's final trial is just peak.
Nice.
But the third game is really good. The first game, obviously, like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, one of my favorite games ever.
Awesome.
Although the fifth case in the American version is kind of It's the introduction of freaking Officer Meekins and Marvin Gant with the freaking with the loud ass clapping. He's interesting. But yeah, I want to like. I want to do like Phoenix Wright related things, but like, it's kind of a niche. It's weird to think that Phoenix Wright of all things is like kind of niche, at least in this community.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they have some sort of like power in the community.
Yeah, because Phoenix Wright is very much, like it or not, Phoenix Wright is a visual novel.
Yeah.
Like legit, it's weird to think about, but Phoenix Wright is absolutely a visual novel, just with mechanics to like point and click and inspect things and then present evidence. I want to play Phoenix Wright again. Maybe I'll just watch. Maybe I'll watch the Game Grumps play it. Actually, no, they kind of tick me off with their playthrough. I love the Game Grumps, but they're kind of dumb. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially
honestly.
Aaron. Especially Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Because Aaron is usually the one in control, and Dan's just there like, what the heck is happening here?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on? Speaking of Danganronpa, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Danganronpa is, you know, talk about long games. Jeez. Danganronpa is so drawn out.
I watched my friends play Danganronpa 2, and even though I haven't played it, Jesus, the narrative is freaking crazy.
It's all over the place. It's like, it is really intriguing. Like, it's a cool concept, and I do like it, but like, there is just so much happening, and it's like, there's so much happening, but there's also nothing happening at the same time. It's like you have these trials where it's like the same thing over and over. It's like, so the body was in the bathroom, right? Is that it? Yeah, the body was in the bathroom. Wait, so what you're saying is the body was in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Wait, so where's the bathroom? Oh, it's in the hall and down the left. So you're saying the bathroom is in the hall down the left? Oh.
Yes, that's where the body is.
Oh, the body's in the bathroom? Yes, the body's in the bathroom. And it just rinse and repeat, you know, stuff like that. It's just, it's intriguing. And I would probably enjoy it more if there was no voice acting, just because, you know, doing voice acting is fun. But like there is already set voice acting in those trials. I don't think there is a way that you can like disable it, but it's intriguing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Undertale is definitely one of the things that like got me into voice acting personally. Because of its ability for you to kind of improvise and adapt, overcome.
Yeah. A lot of things aren't set in stone and it's left up to interpretation.
It was my first introduction to like those kinds of games, those kinds of indie games that don't have any voice acting in them. And it was like, wait, what if I tried to come up with my own voices for these characters? Delightfully devilish, Quizzy. My first ever Undertale related video was like me and a friend during our class. We had a class together in high school. We had this like special skills class, and we had like there was this sort of studio room, and we just got like a really bad mic and just kind of recorded the Sands of Papyrus like introduction. And I uploaded that, and like it was all in the left ear, and it sucked, and it was horrible, and it is now deleted now forever gone, forever gone, forever deleted, never to be seen again. But that was like my first ever attempt, and it kind of got me hooked onto it. But you want to know the thing that got me interested in voice acting?
What?
You would never guess in a million years, and just because of that, I want you to guess. What would be the thing that
Dog
got me?
food.
Close. That was pretty close. No, Afmao. Freaking.
What's that?
Afmao. My Street. It's like Minecraft. When you think Minecraft roleplay, you know, on Casting Call Club, like half the freaking catalog is like Minecraft roleplay, Minecraft roleplay.
Yeah.
Afmao's My Street is the Minecraft roleplay. It's like the big one, the big kahuna.
Okay.
That's like freaking PM Seymour, Keston Howard.
Shit, PM Seymour.
Princess Rizu, even freaking like Aneris Q voiced in it. Like a lot of like big voice actors, kind of like when they were a bit smaller, they were voicing in a.
Blesseth thou.
Ugh, thank you. But a lot of big voice actors voiced in it, and it kind of got me interested in it because it was like, this is a really high quality voice acting, and the story is so good too. It was not that great. It was but that was the thing that got me into voice acting. And that's kind of why at the very beginning of my voice acting stuff, I got cast for a lot of Minecraft roleplays because that's what inspired me. As of late, obviously, I've kind of just stopped auditioning for Minecraft roleplays. I've kind of stopped auditioning in general just because my audio setup is kind of... But, you know, it is weird because, like, people can get inspiration from anything. If something inspires you and it doesn't inspire you to like be racist or something, just make sure you're not being inspired in the wrong way. Like if something inspires
kids,
you,
it's okay to be inspired. Just don't be racist.
Just don't be racist, all right? Just or homophobic, you know, or transphobic. Just be a decent person, okay?
No one has the right to hurt your homes.
Yeah, but freaking, if something inspires you, there's nothing wrong about it. If it inspires you, it inspires you.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that, like, looking back on it, my street is kind of But at the time, it was like, yeah, this is really cool. I'm a big fan of this, big fan of this. And I still have fond memories of binge watching it with a friend. The same friend that I did that Sans and Papyrus recording with.
Nice.
I binge watched my street with him because he was a fan of it. Who pinged me in here? What the fuck?
I wonder who pingeth you.
Oh, someone's.
Someone's.
It's just someone. I posted a friggin' So a while back, I like did a Flowey audition on Casting Call Club.
Yeah.
And I felt like looking back on it and doing it again to see how far I'd come. And then I like posted it in the server and be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? It's been like 3 years since I recorded this audition last. And then someone was like, oh, it sounds good, but you got the text wrong. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm pretty sure the text in game is that. It's fine. And they're telling me, like, you know, this Flowey voice could use more Monokuma. It's like,
more Monokuma.
Monokuma. Yeah, that's right.
Oh God.
Yeah, Monokuma.
Hey, you know,
Flowey has been discovered.
Yeah, you know, Flowey doesn't have a canonical voice, but I want you to sound like this person who does have a canonical voice.
Got it. I mean, to be fair, Flowey, like, you can make Flowey sound like however you want him to, but like,
yeah,
obviously there are certain ways that sound better than others because some ways are just in character. You can't you can't make Flowey sound like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything.
Yeah.
Like you could, but like it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
But I do think that those playthroughs that like give them the most wacky of voices are fun still. I don't find them as annoying as say like freaking Jacksepticeye, his Undertale playthrough where for the entire time he was giving Sans the Patrick voice. Like imagine if he had kept that voice the whole time all the way through Genocide route. You wanna have a bad time? It's a beautiful day outside. It's just I get where it was coming from because that is literally what his freaking sound font sounds like. But
yeah.
like when you take everything in context, that's just not his voice. That's just not.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Sans voice is probably honestly Eli. Eli does a really good Sans. I love Eli.
Oh yeah, Sans. I think I've heard Eli's Sans voice. Sounds pretty good.
I like your Sans too. I like your Sans. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I feel like it's all just up to personal taste.
Up to interpretation. Up to interpretation. I I think when it comes to like general range, you have better range than I do.
Yeah,
My range is like my range is built different.
Yeah. I mean, it can be trained, I guess, to a certain degree.
Yeah, like I'm a really good Metaton but that's kind of just where my natural range lies. It's kind of like in that sort of showman. It's a show business, you know. It just lies right there, and it's perfect. Papyrus, my Papyrus is all right. I like my Flowey because I can get really high and annoying. So that's my personality, loud and annoying. So that makes me a decent Flowey. That makes me a good Lancer. Lancer. Lancer is just my Flowey, but add a little bit of a lisp. Hey,
That's fair.
Hi, Lesser Dad. But I think my range is definitely better built for like Deltarune than it is Undertale.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of the Undertale characters are a lot more extravagant. Which is cool. I like it. I like that there's a wide variety.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the theatrical characters too. Like I find myself like even though I did them as a complete joke, I'm surprised people like my queen voice as much as they do.
It's great it's great in its own right.
Yeah, it's the highest, most obnoxious voice I can do.
I mean, that's also probably because the first introduction to your queen voice is freaking Chris, get the banana.
Yeah.
God, that audio fucking blew up.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of know why because I was capitalizing on the trend, but like why I was chosen as like the get the banana guy, I don't know. I did it as a joke.
I'm off to a better place.
Yeah, I've been selected. I'm gonna have people like Marusu react to me.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, like they're like in the Revtrosity 2021 reaction compilation, not reaction compilation, but like 2021 screaming compilation. There's like one reactor in it who's like, so people keep taking this audio from wherever the heck it's from, and like people in the comments have been leaving, oh, it's by Revtrosity. You should look him up. And he's like, okay, cool, and just like that's the extent to how much he knows about me.
Huh. That is crazy.
Cool stuff.
I think that my start was with chapter 2, and I'm hoping whenever chapters 3 through 5 come around, I'll be in a place where I can capitalize tenfold. Like if I'm able to, because I was in a place with like horrible Wi-Fi, when chapter 2 came out, so like uploading was slow, creating was slow, everything was slow. I am hopefully once chapters 3 through 5 come out, I'm gonna capitalize on it. I am going to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Yeah,
and I will enter the spotlight.
The year after chapter 1 came out, I was put on academic suspension from college, so I had time to myself.
Yeah, I got time.
I got more than time. It's not like I don't have a semester to go back to college.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of where I was at too. Was college is college. Am I right?
Yep. Hopefully, if things go well, next semester should be my final semester, and I'll be out of this hellhole.
College is a scam. Let's just say that right now. College is a scam. John Mulaney put it best.
I mean, there are a few aspects of it that are cool. You get to meet industry insiders, but like beyond that, like yes, you can still do that if you network well enough. But
college is cool for like a lot of things, like the connections aspect, meeting new people, learning new things. All that is cool, but like in terms of how much it costs, it's just not worth it.
No.
But I guess it was worth it in a degree because I met my girlfriend at college, so you know.
Well, that's cool.
It has its ups and downs. I do want to go back eventually, but like the way it is, it's just too expensive. It's too expensive. Why is it so expensive?
Yeah. You don't need a college degree to be successful, but if you want to do it, you can do it.
it helps, but honestly, like, my best advice, if you're interested in the creative field, is like the most important thing you can do is like network.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be through college. Like college, yeah, it has those connections, but also pretty much nowadays, if you're not on the internet, you're doing a horrible job at networking. Because like the internet is where everything is.
Yeah, I agree.
Like unfortunately, like I wish it wasn't that way, because like the internet is like a double-edged sword. But you know, it's a really great place for marketing. If it wasn't for the internet, I would be somewhere very different. I would never have gotten into any of these hobbies and possible jobs that I'm into.
Yeah, I don't think I would have discovered my calling in life if the internet wasn't around. So,
My calling could have been to be a doctor or a lawyer. Now my calling is to bully people that bully minorities online. Bully the bullies.
my calling could have been working information systems management for a company, or like working machines I never knew anything about that could possibly cut my arm off.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, but here I am shouting into a microphone, destroying my vocal cords instead. So yippee.
Yeah, you know, you and me both.
Yeah.
I can't speak right now. I was
That's okay.
about to talk about how like I'm good at talking into mic, and then that happens. And it's like
Yeah, it's okay. You're good.
apparently he was not good at talking into a mic.
Just the meme box with the bottom text.
Bottom text. Bottom text.
Yeah.
Bottom text. I don't know why that's so fucking funny. Just bottom text.
So anyway,
humor is
bottom
broken.
text.
Humor is broken. Our internet humor is just broken.
You should get that fixed. Humorous is the worst bone to break.
Yeah, the humor is the first.
I've broken your sense of humor. No, you broke my humorous, you asshole.
You fucking broke my humorous. Are you gonna pay for that? Jesus. But like, if you think back to like 2012, where like memes were they had a sort of consistency to them. Like they all had a sort of format that they followed. Impact font, that was a big one. Or like it was just random clips. That was memes back then. Nowadays, the only thing that is consistent about memes is that none of them are consistent. None of them are.
Yeah.
They are all over the place. It's like that one post. Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans!
Yep.
The
more ironic, the better.
Yeah, it's just... Everything is crazy. Everything is insane. Chaos, like Devil would put it. And that is just kind of where we're at right now. 2022. We're coming up on 5 years since the release of Deltarune Chapter 1. Since the start of our careers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like 5 years. God, that is weird. Like, we're both coming up on 5 years since, like, we started comic dubs, technically. Because March for you and around, like, May, June for me, 2018. And then 2023 will be 5 years after 2018. Technically, I made this channel in 2016. So, it would be... Next year would be 7 years. 7 years
nice.
since I made my YouTube channel. Because before Comic Dubs, I was doing gaming content. I was making Let's Plays for the YouTubes. I was going to be the next Markiplier, the next Jacksepticeye. I was going to make it big.
Oh, hell yeah.
I could have been somebody. And nope, here I am, being a voice actor. Voicing the acting. Acting the voicing. My brain stopped working about 10 minutes ago. I'm kind of just...
It's okay.
Running
you
on
can
fumes.
You can get some do the do.
I gotta get some. I have some to do. I'm gonna go get a to do real quick. 1 second.
Okay. So anyway, as I was saying about the brand new products, the Death Go Away elixir I mentioned earlier, you just get that elixir, you just put it on yourself, and you are cured of death. You do not have to worry about it anymore. If you call within the next 5 minutes, I will also give you the pet revival. Hello.
This freaking silent opening of a can.
Yeah. I was just talking about how I was going to give people pet revival cream.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah, really nifty when you have a family pet that you want to prolong the life for.
That is a very nifty cream.
Yeah.
Very swifty cream.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Nifty. Phil Nift.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call it when Phil Swift sells secondhand products? Phil Thrift. Ha!
Funny stuff.
Funny joke. Yeah. What else? So, Deltarune Chapter 2 is the better of the two chapters. That's the general consensus, right?
Yeah, I feel like Chapter 1 has some charm to it, but I feel like the effort and elbow grease that went into Chapter 2 is undeniable.
Yeah, like, especially with, like, Lena Rain on a couple tracks, and, like, it just feels more put together, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, Chapter 1, the villain was very much a kind of, like, basic bitch.
Yeah, kind of bland.
He knows it. Chaos King, Mr. King, he knows it himself because he's like, yeah, I'm the bad guy. And that's kind of his personality trait. But when it comes to Chapter 2, both Queen and Spamton are just freaking littered with personality. Like,
Definitely.
they are definitely two of my favorite Deltarune characters. Probably two of my favorite Toby Fox characters, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've had, wouldn't say Spamton's my favorite character, but like, I can kind of warm up to them, but I'm still not completely sold on them.
Yeah. Little
Queen, though, I'm all for Queen.
I think, honestly, a part of that is, again, dictated to the fact that, like, they're both, related to the internet.
Yeah.
Because, like, Queen with, like, just being the queen of the internet, Cyber City. And then Spamton being spam mail and just kind of having a sole text thing being various advertisements. He really speaks to my he's also connected to Metaton in a way with Metaton Neo. And that just instantly gives him a plus for me because Metaton is my favorite character ever. But just in general, Deltarune Chapter 2's humor is just a lot better. Like with Birdly, I love Birdly. I don't care what anyone says. That kind of seems great. To be. There's one of two people with Birdly. It's like you either absolutely hate him in his guts and wished he was dead, or you really like the funny Birdman and his humor, even though he's supposed to be annoying. He's still an enjoyable character, and you just want to see him.
I love Funny Birdman.
You want to see him reach a turn in the end, and he does to a degree.
Yeah.
And lucky for you, there is an ending for both of you people.
Yeah.
Snowgrave. I have not played Snowgrave. I don't have the strength to do it.
I'm never playing Snowgrave.
I don't have that strength. I tried it once with Undertale Genocide, but I don't think I had the strength to emotionally manipulate my friend. I can't do it. I just can't.
No.
I can't do it. But I am surprised at how much darker Chapter 2 got in comparison to Chapter 1, because Chapter 1 didn't really have two endings. Like, it kind of did, but
yeah, kind of wasn't that dark.
It didn't like affect anything that much at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But chapter 2, you fucking. Hey, Birdly, it's Friday. I don't know why that. That's probably my favorite thing of the video that I made. Is just the hard cut.
Yeah.
But I like Birdly. I like the little funny Twitter man.
Yeah, cool
Twitter bird.
stuff.
Who's your favorite from Deltarune?
I feel like at the current moment it has to be Noelle. I really love Noelle's character.
Noelle was really cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Noelle.
It's Noelle, Rouse, a rules card.
Oh, rules is great.
Yeah, I just love rules. Is fucking.
He turned himself into
energy.
a pirate.
Yeah, I lost my mind when he turned into a pirate. I like busted out laughing.
Have you seen Undertale rap battles or Deltarune rap battles? Either series?
No.
Oh, they I'll have to show you those eventually. They really captured the energy of the characters. They're basically ERB, but with Undertale / Deltarune characters.
Sounds interesting.
They're really well made. They're well edited, well animated, well written, well voiced. They're just really good. I enjoyed them. And I've been showing them to so many people. It's like, hey, check this thing out. It's pretty good. It's pretty sick. The latest
cool.
one, Noelle versus Sayori from DDLC.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's that one gets dark because like obviously it's like they're both kind of bright, cheery characters that end up going down a dark path.
Yeah.
But
Well, I imagine who loses that rap battle.
no comment. We will not be making a
That's
comment.
as far as
at
I'm
this
going to
time.
comment too.
Anyway, if you know, you know. DDLC is one of my favorite games. It's up there. It's definitely up there because of how unique it is, how unique it presents its story.
Yeah.
And the fact that it not only is like the base game itself like just really unique and you fall in love with the characters just for them to be ripped away from you at the least opportune moment. But then you have all of these fan mods for the game that like kind of allow you to experience those endings with the characters in less horrifying stages. Maybe not canonically, but you still have like really well made fan mods. And that's like the one time when I'm like, yeah, mods are cool. Because typically, I'm not a fan of mods. I'm not a huge fan of mods when it comes to games. I don't know why, but like, I just really like things in their most vanilla form. I think that's the main reason why I don't really touch AUs that much, is because they end up delving really far away from the base Undertale content, that it's like, it's almost not even the same character anymore. What's actually happened with one of them is that like one of them used to be like a Sans AU, and then they ended up just becoming their own character in their own universe. I don't remember what it was, but that was a thing that happened. No. That's kind of the reason why you're not going to see really any AU content on my channel, at least.
Yeah, same. I don't feel like doing that either.
I'm just not interested. And I think they're cool. I think that the effort that is put into them, into making them, and the stories built around them, I think it's cool. I just personally am not really that into it.
Yeah.
But you're entitled to like your own things. And maybe someday if I find one that I really like, I'll touch on it. Like Underswap.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
Underswap is a cool concept, and I really like the OST, the soundtracks that kind of came from it, because it's really cool taking the songs and mixing them up to fit a different character's theme.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
So Underswap is probably my favorite. But yeah, when it comes to like the Sans they use, it's just whoop, over my head, completely lost.
Yeah, I haven't caught up with any of them.
I know you did that one bit at the end of
Saying a lot of things as Undertale characters.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if it was Undertale characters or Sans, but I was like, yeah, it's more recent. It was Undertale
Yeah.
characters.
I felt like it was important to put the AUs in there just for the community's sake, so
Yeah.
I just did that.
It's kind of like what little you knew of each one is just like, yep, just tap on that one a little bit. There we go. Cool, perfect. And
Yeah.
it works. It just works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So your next saying a lot of things is gonna be a sequel, right?
Yes.
Intriguing. I am looking forward to that. As for me,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing another saying a lot of things until the next chapters come out.
Yeah, that's a fair time to wait for it.
I wanted to do Spampton. I was gonna do Spampton, and then I discovered that Juno is doing one with Spampton, and Juno would definitely be far better at it. So I just kind of decided against that. But if I'm making my prediction, I'm gonna say it's rules. I think you're doing rules. I think you're doing rules card too. If you're doing Sans too, that's great too. But I think that a rules card too would be great.
Yeah.
As for me,
who knows?
if I do make another saying a lot of things, it is going to be a threequel to one of the three that I've done sequels to. So Metaton, Rousey, or Lancer. I might do Rousey, just because Rousey has new stuff to work with now with Chapter 2. Lancer doesn't really have a lot. He doesn't really have much of a position in Chapter 2.
Yeah.
He's just kind of sitting in the pocket, literally. And then he exits the pocket, and then he turns to stone, and then he's just kind of vibing. So not a whole lot to work with for Lancer. So Rousey is there though for Chapter 2, and then the only other one would be Metaton, which the only new stuff Metaton would have is Spampton related. But that could be interesting. Cool. And also, maybe there's some things that people want to suggest for saying a lot of things as Metaton. And also, I think that saying a lot of things as Metaton 2 is my best episode of the Say a Lot series that I've out of the ones that I've done. I think is the best. Followed by Gaster, which they both came out. Cool. They both came out pretty near each other. Because I released Metaton 2, and then as a sort of surprise, I was like, you know what? I've had this sitting on the back burner. I have the motivation to finish it. And I just kind of dropped saying a lot of things as Gaster a month later.
Yeah,
and even you were surprised, just like, what the fuck? What the hell?
I forgot about that.
It's like, I forgot this was even a thing. What the hell? And, wait, but then where's... What the heck? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Because I have the knock on the door, which is the announcement for saying a lot of things as Gaster. But I don't have the announcement for saying a lot of things as Metaton 2. Huh.
Maybe you just took the request from the saying a lot of things as Metaton announcement 1.
Oh, and I think I made a community post.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
And I think I also took a lot of requests from the first one, because that is something that I do. Because I don't get as many requests as you do, or at least ones that like I think I can work with. I end up doing a mix of taking some from the original video's comment section, because no matter how many times I was like, "Hey, don't leave your requests in the comment section. Save them for another time," people would leave requests anyway. That's just kind of how it is. That's how it is.
First I have.
Oh,
With me, I've tried clearing the air on that multiple times, and every time I have, people ignore me and do the same thing I said not to do even more.
That sign won't stop me because I can't read.
Yep. Fun stuff, but I mean, not to like bitch about it, but it's just an irritation I've had trying to clear the air and people just not doing it.
We have your long lost cousin in chat, Friskrosity.
Oh yeah, I know Friskrosity. Hello.
Friskrosity. Hello, Friskrosity.
Yeah, I know them through Racer.
Friskrosity. I know you.
Yeah, they reacted to my stuff, and then I met them in a VC. I met them multiple times in VCs, actually.
Oh,
They're pretty cool.
they reacted to one of mine. You reacted to one of mine. Why?
Oh,
Mine
cool.
suck. Stop. Nah, if you want to, you can. You can. I won't, you can if you want. I don't want to be too rude, but like, no, it's just like it's weird. It's a very bizarre feeling seeing someone react to something that you made,
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
and like also seeing your own content animated. Like,
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah. I would love to see more animations of like my saying a lot of things, but also I know that like animation is just one of those things that takes a long time and you have to kind of like dedicate to it. And you know, it's just I'm not going to be like animate my stuff. But
Yeah.
if anyone wants to, you have my full permission. You have my permission. Go ahead. Go at it. Have fun. And I will definitely check it out, especially if you link it. And I will definitely check it out and appreciate it because I love the art of animation.
Hell yeah.
But also, I always love seeing animations of Revs, Salots, because they're all very different, but they're all very lively. And
Yeah.
you have a very animated voice.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of voice actors have potential to be animated into cool stuff just because, you know, it is a like auditorial medium and having a component to it would be pretty cool.
Audio and video go ham in ham together. Stay
Yeah,
here or
typically.
watch other things on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch Rev's content. Go watch Rev's content if you want to watch stuff.
Or stick here and watch Q's stuff.
No, don't do that. Go watch Rev.
Well, how are you gonna grow if you're not gonna promote yourself?
Because I feel like I'm humble. All right. I don't like being. I don't like.
So am I.
I don't like being like, yeah, stay here, watch more of my stuff. It's like, no, don't do that.
I'll do it for you. Subscribe to QuizzyQ, watch their stuff, and support them.
Nah. I mean, sure, if you want to, but
Yeah, see, I'm giving them the incentive to do that.
now you're confusing our viewers. They're freaking jumping between the two channels, like ah.
Exactly, that's the whole plan.
So, most of my good content is from like half a year ago. That was kind of like the peak. That was Spampton's Metaton ad. That one was I really like that. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of Deltarune comic dubs that make you a big shot. I will admit I kind of tried to go for the most clickbaity title I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Yeah, I mean the system is the system, so whatever works.
System get that bread. Oh, you already watched all of Rev's stuff? Okay, then yeah,
Damn.
I guess watch my stuff now.
Yeah,
if you
watch
want
their
to.
stuff now.
Watch my stuff.
I command
if you. Want.
you.
Okay, well that's don't command. Just let him do it. Let him do it. Let him do the thing.
Okay, you do whatever you want to do, free person.
Do what you want. It's free. Free? Who's pinging me?
I don't know. I feel like it's a question only you can answer.
Tem Shop just came on as you said that. But yeah, what would you say is your most what project are you most proud of on the channel?
Most proud of project would have to maybe be I don't know. I think the Soul Link comic dub I did right after saying a lot of things as Sans was one of my favorites because like, you know, it was another AU no one was doing, but the AU effectively got canceled. That was the AU where I found Shiren actually. So there was that. I think the most proud video I have right now would probably have to be saying a lot of things with Papyrus because I feel like I really nailed down the comedic timing and like fast-paced nature of it.
It was definitely really well made. I think I didn't vibe with it as much just because it had a lot of newer memes, and I'm old, so I was sitting just like, what is I
understandable.
don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
What are these newfangled memes? But I did really enjoy the comedic timing. I thought it was impeccable. It was impeccable.
Yeah, I've been told my timing is one of my best traits, and I just try to refine it all the time.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get better at just editing saying a lot of things in general.
Yeah, I need to get better at editing too, because like there are a bunch of shortcuts that would save me a bunch of time that I don't utilize, but I'm trying to do better about it.
So I think that like picking music is one of my weaker aspects. Cause sometimes the music just doesn't fit, but it's like I know I need to fill the background with something.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, saying a lot of things is Birdly. I was happy I got it done, but like looking back on it, it's all right.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't really know the quality of your video until you've had enough time away from it.
Yeah.
And I go through that a lot too. Like I'll have some time away from a video, I'll come back to it, I'm like, that's okay-ish.
Wow, that was shit.
Uh-huh.
But freaking what was it? Oh yeah, while I was talking about saying a lot of things as Azriel, which I think would still be cool. But like first and foremost, adult Azriel is the only one that I could do, like specifically adult Azriel. And the only things we really know about adult Azriel are pretty much not canon.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, considering I did say a lot of things as Gaster, so a lot of that was not canon because don't know jack shit about Gaster. But the difference is I don't think much of the fandom really knows what to expect from Azriel yet in Deltarune.
Yeah.
Because in Undertale, obviously, Azriel was like the big boss, But that's Kid Azriel. That was Kid Azriel. I mean, I guess, like, technically, became freaking god of hyper death.
That is true.
What the heck is playing now? Did we just go through the... Damn, we went through the entire Undertale soundtrack. Huh.
How about that?
Oh, how about that? All right, time to move on to Deltarune, I guess. There we go. But Kid Azriel is not in my range. I'm not even gonna try. I am not even gonna try.
Neither is mine.
You would be closer, but like, yeah, it's just it's just one of those voices that is just like not there. It's not quite there. That is something for like Shy or Destiny.
Yeah,
they,
for
they,
sure.
they would both be really good at that voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about like Shy and like Shyren's great. I was actually able to get Shyren for Metaton 2. So I was like, what? I need a Frisk. Hey, I know a really good Frisk. And so I got Shy for it, and Shy's deliveries were just impeccable.
Yeah, Shy's a really exceptional voice actress.
And that's why I'm thinking about doing Saying All Things as Metaton Part 3, is just because not only is Metaton obviously my favorite, but also I kind of know the ranges of like my fellow VA friends for Undertale characters better than I do Deltarune characters.
Yeah.
Plus, it would also probably mix in a bit of Deltarune just because people love crossing over the two fandoms. So I'll probably get some spammed things that would give me a chance to... Yeah, you know what? I'm doing Metaton 3. I'm doing Metaton 3.
There you go.
It's happening. Yeah,
That's the ticket.
Rouse 3 might happen. Probably further in the future. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get any more news on the next chapters of Deltarune. people were like, it's gonna drop in January. I don't think so.
Yeah. Nah.
If it did, I mean, A, that would be hype, and B, that would definitely be subverting expectations.
Mm-hmm. Would be cool, but it's probably not going to happen.
I don't. It's all 3 chapters. It's chapters 3 through 5. If it was just chapter 3, maybe. Because I do want to say, like, chapter 2 took so long just because of Toby's wrist pain.
Yeah.
So it led to some delays. But now Toby has a team with him, and he already has a good amount of progress on chapters 3 through 5. So, like, I could definitely see him getting chapters 3 through 5 done quicker than chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that would mean a release early next year. Late next year? Maybe.
I could see it happening September-ish.
I would think it'd probably more likely be like 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was 2033, I would love for it to be 2023, because at least I kind of know what's going to be happening in 2023 a bit more. But 2024 would be a more realistic expectation for chapter 2, for chapters 3 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I am absolutely stoked for whatever Toby has planned.
Me too.
Like, I was invested with chapter 1 before, but now I am into it. I am very much into it.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
And the fact that we'll be getting 3 chapters worth of content this time instead of just 1 chapter, there will be a lot. It might be a bit overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
If you think about it, the length of chapters 1 and 2 of Deltarune is about the same length as the True Pacifist run of Undertale. If you like go through it, and if you're not speed running, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not speed running the game, then it'll be about 10 hours for each. About 10 hours for Undertale's True Pacifist route, and then about 10 hours for chapters 1 and 2. Maybe a bit longer, just because if you take all the time to walk around the town at the end of the game and talk to everyone, then it's about that length.
Yeah.
And that's not even counting, like, if you... Because, like, obviously, Undertale Genocide is going to take a long time just because the 2 fights that take a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Undyne and Sans, especially, are kind of time-consuming. But Deltarune's Genocide route is a bit shorter. Just because it is specific in what you need to do, but, like, it's not, like, it's just the one boss fight that you most likely already did in Pacifist route because it's a secret boss.
Yeah.
It's just a bit harder because you're on your own, but it's, from the looks of it, it's not impossible. I still have yet to actually fight Spamton Neo. I will get to... I'll probably do it eventually. I did beat Jevil. I beat Jevil. I was happy with that. I took me like 2 hours, but I did it. I fucked the clown up. I beat him up. I stole his lunch money.
Good for you.
But yeah, I am very excited for chapters 3 through 5. I think it'll...
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like I said, I think it'll be a bit too much almost. I don't know where people will begin. I don't know if there will be one standout character or if there will be a lot of standout characters, and it'll kind of be all over the place, because with chapter 2, Spamton was kind of the highlight, so everyone was kind of able to hyper-focus on making Spamton-related content, hitting up some Queen as well, you know, and some other various stuff within the chapter, but Spamton was a big highlight. But with the next ones, it's going to be like... If the pattern keeps going, it's going to be 3 whole new worlds to travel through.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
It'll be the TV world, which I'm basically confirmed from all the leaks that we've seen. It's going to be TV world. TV world. And I'm imagining we're gonna see something of Mike, who was mentioned in the previous chapter. I think we're gonna see
that'd be
something
cool.
of Mike. Mike might be the main boss. Mike might just be some random character that we find. Who knows? But after that, after TV World, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Never a clue. Never a clue. But I am intrigued to see what he will do with chapters 6 and 7. How he will release those to the community once they are done.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I do hope that he doesn't take the approach of like Bendy, because like when Bendy came out, it was like charging per chapter, which I wasn't a huge fan of, especially since they started like releasing the previous chapters for free along with the next chapter. So like they were bundling them together. So like people that had already bought the previous chapters, if they wanted the next chapter, they would have to buy the new chapter, which would already include the previous ones. So it's like, I'm not a huge fan of it. But I doubt Toby would do that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, this has gone on an hour longer than I originally planned it to.
Yeah, it's all right.
Like I said, there's always a lot to talk about. The topics tend to spin off into their own because we're nerds and we like talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been hella fun.
Yeah, definitely. It's been pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's been pretty good. But yeah, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
I do have another question.
Go ahead.
Looking at your persona here, where did the design idea come from?
I just asked Rayleigh, who did the first design. I asked Rayleigh, and I was looking to redo my design a bit, maybe give me sort of like an Ash Ketchum sort of vibe. So she did her own thing with that, and that's the new look that she came up with. So I feel pretty good about it.
That was actually pretty similar to how mine went. I was like, I want to get a new design and want to like capture a vibe. But other than that, I just let Rayleigh kind of go at it. And I enjoyed the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Mafia
Rayleigh's
is
a
not
cool dude.
fucking
I mean, cool
aesthetic.
girl. I mean,
Yeah.
my bad.
Certified cool dude. Yeah, it's Rayleigh is probably one of my favorite artists in the community.
Yeah,
Very
honestly.
very talented animator, very talented artist in general.
Yep.
I haven't talked to her in a while. I think she's been kind of busy with other work.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's cool, and hopefully I will commission her again sometime. I'll probably try and get her for the next thumbnail, since custom thumbnails do tend to do pretty nice for saying a lot of things. I did get custom art for Birdly for saying a lot of things as Birdly, which I enjoy.
Nice.
It wasn't Rayleigh's art. It was another friend of mine's.
Yeah, I can tell it wasn't Rayleigh's, but
Yeah.
it's still good.
It still looks nice. I like it. Yeah, I'll definitely get some custom art for Metaton. Just because not only would it be good for a thumbnail, but also custom art for Metaton, so I could use it for a profile picture. Cause like lately on Discord, I used to like always have my Discord profile pictures be like some form of my like persona art, just because branding. But lately I've kind of just stopped caring. So right now it's a picture of Smug Hootie.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a pretty interesting icon.
I've been kind of in an Owl House phase.
Very hootie mood.
A hootie moody. I am in the hootie mooty. But also just because I'm gonna be working on Owl House stuff for a bit. It's my passion. It's my passion. Not to mention, episode 2 of season 3 should be coming out, I believe, in January. So I kind of want to catch up on the hype.
Yeah.
Catch the hype train again, hopefully. Because Owl House is big right now. And I might find a new audience.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
kind of the whole thing that I've been trying to do is, I love Undertale. I love Deltarune. I love Toby Fox's work. And I will, that is likely never going to change. But like, I do have like other interests that I want to, invest myself in, that I want to explore. And I want to spread myself out to new audiences. Just so I'm not kind of trapped in one field.
Yeah.
So like, I want to try making new forms of content. Still comic dubs, because comic dubs are fun, and they're definitely a big ticket. People always love the comic dubs, because it's also, I enjoy comic dubs. It's kind of a two-way thing, where it's like you get to do a dub of like a really talented artist's comic, and also people that may not know of that artist can find your video on YouTube and be like, oh wow, this is a really cool comic. And then in the description, it's like, hey, the artist is over here, and maybe can introduce the viewers to a new artist, and maybe they will go over and follow them. That is the hope, anyway.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the form of the art of comic dubbing at its finest.
Yeah, that's what comic dub's all about. It helps the dubber and the artist.
At least that's the plan. That's usually how it's supposed to go. Unfortunately, some channels just don't get that and just kind of see comic dubs as easy content. You know, it's like, just take someone else's comic and toss voices on it, upload it, call it a day. But it's more than that. Like, yeah, that is kind of like stripped down to its basics. Yeah, but like, there's more to it. It's shared creation between the artist and the voice actor and the editor and whoever else is involved in it. Because like, also I have high respect for like editors that like put a lot into like doing the motion and stuff. I could never do stuff like that.
I can't do that either.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I could if I put enough time into it, but I just don't have that time. I don't have the attention span. ADHD brain too, no thoughts, head empty. But I still enjoy working around with timing and like just exercising the vocal cords, giving life to comics in some way, shape, or form, at least audibly. Because it's cool seeing something that you wrote being read by a professional voice actor of some sorts.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, like I said, it introduces viewers to an artist to follow on Tumblr or DeviantArt or Twitter. And DeviantArt, not so much. I don't really see a lot of DeviantArt artists nowadays. Mostly because they don't really explore DeviantArt, I guess. So that's probably why. But Tumblr and Twitter are like the two big ones for comics. But it might just be Tumblr soon, because it seems Twitter is kind of caught up in a hellfire.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Twitter, if it lives or dies.
I honestly have no strong feelings one way or the other. If it dies, I won't miss it that much. I have all of the friends that I wanted to keep in contact with on Discord already.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to cut this off before it drags on for too long. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you to the viewers for hanging out for a bit. This has been episode number 1 of Tales from Under, an Undertale / Deltarune interview podcast. It was a bit all over the place, but again, first episode. Have some kinks to work out. Hopefully the next one might be a bit more planned out, but still I want to keep the general calm vibes about it. We're just hanging out. we're like, I'm asking questions. We're talking about the guest in particular because that's kind of the whole thing, is to try and tell the viewers a bit more about you and get a better insight into who you are, and maybe introduce people to new creators. That's kind of the whole idea.
Yep, cool stuff.
But keep it casual, but still a bit more organized than this one was. I'm so sorry that it went on for 110 minutes.
Yeah, you're fine.
But anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, which should be relatively soon, probably within the next week. I do have another one planned with another very special guest. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day or night.
See you later, everyone.
Whatever
Be sure
time
to
it
check
is.
your moles.
Yes, very important. Check your moles. Very important. Yes, indeed. I agree wholeheartedly. All right. Bye.